Welcome, guys. We're back with Dwarf Fortress. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Just really wanted to get back to it. So we have one invader down through here. This is our Seeker Rime-Budded, the WereBison, and it is actually just has it's full moon basically. The way these happen is when you've got a were creature on the full moon. Whenever you see the full moon through there, it can then transform. So once a month, there's a chance that any were creatures that you have around, sort of on your map, will then become whatever were animal that they happen to be. In this case, we've got a WereBison. So I think we'll have a look at a bit of the history of the actual WereBison. Hi, Adrian. How are you going? We'll actually see what the threat actually is here. We've got some big things going on with this one right now. We've got, for example, there's already a fight that started between the WereBison and this dwarven child. So we've got a dwarven child down through here, so Esau, who is playing at the moment. I think playing. That's actually what this one's doing. We'll have a look at this. We'll play this out in a lot of detail. We have to keep track of what damage the WereBison does and how the damage is actually is sort of done. Now the trouble we've got is we've got a kid there who is 12 years old. We've got another kid over here who's 1 year old. So can't really sort of see much there. That's okay. We'll just keep on going. We've got another kid over through here, which is 10 years old, and another kid over here who is 5. Another kid here who is 12 as well. So they're all playing in here, all playing in amongst all the stuff with this WereBison. We have another child who's going off to attend a meeting. Now, I don't know what that one's doing. This one's only 8 years old, probably going to be told off for playing in this zone. Whoops, just come back again. Was that the same one? Yeah, attend a meeting down through there. And then we only have one adult in here, who is William Chapman. 61 years old, and she is the chief medical dwarf for the fortress. Now we have to get out of here. What may happen here is that some of the dwarves may get like a rush of blood and attack, and we have to be careful of that. But we have to get them out of here. We've got more kids on the way out this way. So another child, 7 years old, trying to store an item in the stockpile back down that way. We're going to have to fix it up so that they don't walk down into this area. So we've got a lot of management to do. We also then have one that hasn't been named, our gem cutter, with no actual job. So let's go and first of all sort of get everyone away from this fighting area. We don't have anyone really. There's a military there. Okay, Union ID, the Mace Lord, is on his way. Okay, he's not that far away, actually. So let's just go and fix a few things up. Let's just go back into our burrows system. Our burrows system extends up into here. So we're going to get the burrows system back down to here somewhere. So we'll just go back and paint this one, do the erase, and we'll just go and erase back up to there somewhere. And so anybody that is coming in to do anything with that interaction with this particular stockpile, we're going to need to stop. So we'll have to keep on having a bit more of a look. And I'll get that one all the way down, I think down to here. I'll leave it there. Now, were creatures, I'm pretty sure, can break open doors. Unfortunately, it's transformed just before it actually hit this trap. So we've got traps there. We also have traps further down this way. So with that one, let's just quickly go across back to here and just set everything else up. So activate the civilian alert, get them out of there. So everyone is now going to be trying to run away from the WereBison. Oh, William Chapman's there. Well, welcome, William. Welcome to your doom, potentially. Depends if you decide to become aggressive. It's really touch and go. It's really... let's have a look and see what's going to happen here. So you could be banned very, very soon. This is going to take a little while to play out because I'm going to be doing this one in slow motion, essentially. So if we have a quick look at the skills... Yeah, you're just too... You're too good to give up, unfortunately. I mean, there's a lot of little roles that you've been doing. Combat, nothing. Social. Yeah, you're peace loving. So I don't know if you will want to sort of do anything in through here. I can't get the kids to like leave here either. One thing I could do would be to form let's just say I form a military group out of these guys here that are sort of moving into this location. If I did that, they would just attack anyway, even if I gave them orders to move away from there. So I can't even do that. I could do it with this one because that's not close enough to actually to do anything. We've got peasants there, no job. So as long as they're not carrying anything, going off to have a drink, that should still be okay. Hauling siltstone mug, store item in bin. All I can do here is just go to their items and then just go and essentially just forbid it and then unforbid it. That way they'll drop it. So the mug should be on the ground. Actually, no, it's still there. Actually, let me just go back to the items again. If I just forbid it, that should drop. Another one in through here as well. Items. Forbid it. There's a miner. They're coming through, and then we need to get our mace lords and stuff. He's going off to fill his water skin. So we're lucky that we've got one that's sort of close-ish to coming in back in through here. Union ID, which one are you with? Must be with this group. No, it's not part of that group. Back to the squads. Oh, it's one of the most recent ones, which is why we don't have steel. So we're not wearing steel through here. But the fact that it's he's already become a full-blown mace lord at this point in time is pretty good going. So this squad is really sort of leveling up. They're under a constant training regime. In fact, if we have a quick look at his skills, go to combat. Legendary observer, legendary fighter, great mace dwarf. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is really, really cool. The shield use and dodging and stuff is a bit sort of middle of the road, and armor as well. But the actual the fighting is actually exceptional. That's really, really cool. Okay, so if he can get there, I think we're in luck. There's no one else down this way that is actually taking a breather. No, so it's got a lot of people. Right, so let's go back to. Well, we've now got the civilian alert going on. I'm just going to go and grab both groups, and your job is to kill this one. So kill the bison and confirm. So kill Seeker Rhyme-Budded. So this is going to be the job of everybody else. Hopefully the kids will get away, and I hope William Chapman gets away. To be honest, it's funny how many of our chief medical dwarves actually end up dying in these fortresses. In the last one, before we reclaimed this fortress, I mean, it was literally you became a chief medical dwarf and you died pretty much within minutes. All right, hi Sick, how are you going? Hi Adrian as well, and Shenram saying hey Daz and chat. Saturday, and you come online with another round of Dwarf Fortress. Time to get my popcorn guess. This is going to be a slow. I'm going to take this one really slowly, just going through everything that's actually happening. We're going to look at the history as well of this particular WereBison to sort of see what's actually happened with it. So we'll sort of do a bit of a deeper dive into the legends of the game. Yeah, so William's saying it's not what I want to hear. Yes. So Ragmanek is saying WereBison, is that a thing? I haven't run into that before. That is terrifying. Anything worse would be a were-hippo. You can have sort of any were animal. I'll show you what I'm like. We'll do a deep dive right back to where this all starts from. So let's go back and do that as well. We'll sort of start that way. Gunmetal saying exciting, and Shenran saying I don't care if you play slow or fast as long as you play Dwarf Fortress. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm just going to be we're going to be looking at this bit by bit essentially, and we've already had the start of a of a fight in through here. And if we just go and have a bit of a look, now I don't know if I can actually see that one. Oh, this is actually all of the different things. I'll just get rid of that one for a second, and we'll just go back into the WereBison. So all that's really happened here is that the WereBison attacks a dwarven child, but she jumps away. This is going to be, so the were-child would have been somewhere in one of these two, and has jumped across to here, but is still playing. So it doesn't realise the threat just yet. And then again, if we look at it from this one here, we get the WereBison attacks the dwarven child, but she jumps away. Now, the trouble with this is there's so many kids in this room. They're all in here playing. All the kids of the fortress are down this way. But anyway, let's go and have a look. I've actually, before I started streaming, I just quickly opened up the Legends viewer and loaded this one in. This is actually from when we first. This is from our very first fortress, not from this new one. So we don't actually. I should actually do extract all the data from the existing fortress that we're playing in, just so we've got everything up to date. But this one is not up to date. This is 4 years old in terms of gameplay. So this is Seeker Rime-Budded, the elf werebeast, and we can then sort of see different things in through there. We can see the lineage cursed parent. So this is actually what's happened here is that this one you can see back through the lineage as to it's not their actual parent, but it's their cursed parent. So the elf werebeast, so Canira Watched Weather, the Valley of Labyrinths was actually the were creature that infected this one. And so we can see down through here, this one is still actually active as well. And we can look back through the histories as well. So I've set the histories up to have 100 listings. So we've got, like in 246, Seeker became the animal caretaker, married the dwarf Quora Passionfield, stopped being an animal caretaker, settled in Silk Moon, became an animal caretaker. Is that all of them? Yeah, that should be, that's okay. Became an apprenticeship under an elf, settled in different places. So kept on going all over the place until, where did we go to? So it was attacked in 265 by a bleak horror. So Atho Ashen Waning. This one's also still alive somewhere on our game, so it's still out there somewhere. And while defeated, the later escaped unscathed. So then here we go. In 266, the elf werebeast Canira Watched Weather, the Valley of Labyrinths, attacked Seeker. Seeker was wounded by the elf werebeast, and so the elf werebeast passing on the bison monster curse. So the bison monster curse occurs before this. Then stopped working in 267. So basically stopped working at the theatre. Wonder why. Began wandering the plated mound in order to flee. So trying to then flee the elf town that it was actually in. Became an enemy of different groups. Became an enemy of these different groups. Started to devour animals where it could find them that were part of different locations. So it was going into locations. Became an enemy of the Northern Cause. Blah blah blah. Attacked an elf. Fought with the elf while defeated the later escaped unscathed. So didn't pass anything on there. Escaped unscathed. While this escaped unscathed happens, it means it's not passing on the WereBison stuff. So I'm assuming there's not going to be too many of them around. There's a lot that escape unscathed. Was struck down by Seeker in here, so they killed an elf in 283. So it's been fairly aggressive and has just been sort of moving around. So it's fairly strong. Attack the elf and through there. Well, here we go. So Canira is Queen Embraces, was wounded by Seeker, and then passed on the monster curse to that particular one. So Canira, she's now so she managed to escape the onslaught in 287. Is she still alive? Yes. So this is a drama that can then happen. Seeker attempted to corrupt the elf in order to have someone to act on plots and schemes. So he's becoming a criminal as well. When he's not a is it a he or a she? Where is it? A he? No, that's a. Not sure actually. Might be a she. Why doesn't it show us up in here? Oh, it's a he. Okay, it's a he up there that way. So anyway, we've got the, so they keep on coming back down through here. Yeah, attempted to corrupt the elf. So this is actually what we haven't seen yet. This is why we had to get our dungeons and things set up, because there will be times when we will have criminal organisations trying to target the fortress, and that should be happening now. There should be people coming and visiting that actually will ultimately try to lead to our demise. So Seeker met with the elf, and while completely misreading the situation, made flattering remarks. The plan failed. So it didn't quite get a corruption thing happening in through there. That was in 288. In 297, became an enemy of this one, devoured a female pig. Some that became lovers. Did they break up? Did she get, yeah, this one died in two. Hang on, sorry, this is actually the summary then of the relationship. So that's the last thing we know. Was devouring a female pig in Arrow Marks, which is a hamlet. So a human hamlet. Notable kills. So a couple of elves. We can have a look and see. Let's have a look at the one that was actually wounded. Kinera. So what does Kinera end up doing? So the lineage curse parent here is Seeker, back into this other side, and we can then sort of see, born in 27. So there will be other events that will happen down this way as well. Yep, so the elf WereBison Seeker cursed it in 287. Does it pass anything else on? Are we likely to see more of these WereBisons? No, there's nothing else there about passing on the curse. So let's go back to the previous one. We'll just go back this way and just go back to the Were parent and just see what happened here. This one also then has a Were parent, which is dead. So this one died 2 years before the start of our before the start of the actual game that we're playing. We started in 300 with our first fortress. And so this one here is in 254. Kinera is wounded by the WereBeast Mar shoot wreaths in howling colours. Okay, so during the first rampage of the elf WereBeast. So these are all elves. These are these WereBisons. Managed to escape. Let's just go and throw in. There's a lot of things in through here. So it should then show it passing it on. Around here somewhere. Yeah, so passed on the, so I don't know if there's any others. Creature devoured. So this one's still around. There's another intrigue corruption there, where it's trying to corrupt other entities. So it's just devouring creatures. So it's only really passed on that one. Okay, so we've got one extra one. Let's give a look and see what happened with its parent. And this also got another one as well. So there's another one down this side. And this one ultimately was then struck down. Now we are going to kill this thing at the end, or capture it, one of the two. The Sheriff of Bronze Fellowship. So Upar did end up striking this particular one down. Don't know if that's going to show us much. No, that's WereBeast. Yeah, it's not going to show us the where it then goes. That's just the actual. Just its lineage. All right, let's go back and have another quick look through here. So we don't have to keep on looking at all of these different things, I guess. But if we have a look and see, I want to see where it all starts. So we'll go to Kakami Path Partners, who is. Are you still alive? Yes, this one's still alive. Here we go. And so this one actually is, this is actually where it all starts, back in through here. So this is actually where the WereBison, this is an actual family tree. That's okay. And so this is another elf WereBison. This is actually the start of the actual curse. Will be in here somewhere. Let's go to 100. Now there's a lot, how many have we got here? How many different... Yeah, we've got 333. So this is an important character. So we can see there already, this is like in 212, it's already become a were creature. Let's see where it actually happens. Must have happened pretty early. and tempted to corruption in through there, 194. So this is going back a long way now. We're looking at 100 years in the past, more than 100 years. Yeah, it's attacking, devoured. Okay, devoured the elf in through this other side. Struck down. So, yeah, but that's okay. So they didn't get wounded. Became an enemy. Devoured the human. So it must have happened pretty early, actually. Here we go. So, so this one here. So Kakami was inside an like a place called Spicy Baked, which is a town. It looks like a human town. And in that one, it profaned the final monastery. So one of the actual temples, it actually profaned the actual monastery itself. And in this one, the human deity Taknu cursed Kakami to assume the form of a bison-like monster every full moon in Spice Baked. So if we have a look at the final monastery, I don't know if it'll then tell us what it's done. Let's go back into 100 in through here. Most of these will be just who's in charge. Yeah, so we've got a few different things where creatures actually did profane. So in the early spring, the elf profaned this one as well in through here. You can see it, the HF profaned stuff. So Lena, so we can actually have a look at these sorts of creatures as well. Who was struck down. Okay, that one's okay. Did it have a yeah, lineage cursed parents? This is actually a human. Sorry, this is just an elf actually. This one is. So Taknu actually cursed this one as well. If you have a look and see where this one actually did happen. Just go to 100 in through here. So in this case, it profaned in 199, so around about the same time. So the human deity Taknu cursed Lena to prowl the night in search of blood. So this is actually a different curse. So this one essentially became like a night creature or a vampire. So that's sort of what happened in that one. So we've got like a vampire occurred through the same temple. So we've got another one there, another one there. Then we've got profaned in through here. A goblin profaned it. So this particular one, we've got a few of them actually. There's a lot of them that profaned stuff. What is about this interest? This one here was this one was cursed as a were skink. So we've got a were skink. Actually, what attacked Began back in the last fortress? What was that one? It wasn't a were skink. can't think of what the were creature was. That would be interesting to find that one actually. I should have done that at the time. And it was struck down in 217, but essentially this is a, or was it a were skink? What I'd need to do is I'd need to actually extract the legends again and see who struck down Began, because I think it was something like this, but I can't think of what it was. I can't remember. It wasn't a WereBison, I know that. Anyway, this one is still sort of that one was also cursed. Who else have we got that was cursed? That was a goblin, another goblin in here. So this one here is probably just going to be another vampire, I would imagine. Just go back to all of those. Kakami as the elf monster slayer. So this one is reputation. In order to extract information. So this is all happening in Spice Baked. That's Kakami again. Is it the same one? No, that one died. That's a different one. So where did we find this one? Where does it take over? Anyway, it's probably a night creature or a vampire with what it was doing. And then finally we've got one more down the bottom through here in 295, so just before our history starts. This one here is going to be again, lineage cursed parents into that side. So it's not actually a were creature, but it's still a night creature. Anyway, so that's actually where we are with this. So the gods, if their temple gets profaned, they will then curse whoever it is that profanes it, and sort of leaving them to a life of loneliness and needing to go back out. But the were creatures actually they can all sneak in and do different things. So they're quite sort of quite subversive, the way it sort of does work. Let's just leave it. We'll just go back to Kakami. That's not the right one for us, is it? Yep, that was the starting point. And Kinera, that was a different one again. Seeker, yeah. So we've got all these different werebeasts, and this is all part of the legends, and then they come into our actual game itself. So that's how we end up with this WereBison back in through here. Now we've got the military has now been told to come back in and try to attack this one, but we have to now keep track of if this passes on the WereBison curse. And so if it does, we're going to have to then think of other things we can then go and do with the creatures that we end up sort of having in our fortress. Everyone else should run away. I'm just going to go and press the full stop key because what that does is it just does it bit by bit, and we can then see some damage or some movement coming back in. So we can see there, so cancels drinking because it's going into forbidden area. This fish dissector, cancel store item in bin, forbidden area. There's another one there where we've got like the drop off is inaccessible, which is fine. So at least we've now got that sort of stuff happening. The others should now start to move back, I would hope, but you should start to move back in. So Union ID needs to keep on moving back in to what's actually happening through here. Now we've got the one invader. We'll just deal with this one now and just sort of work out what's going to happen here. Really got to see where the others start to move. I need them moving away from here. It's going to catch this kid, unfortunately, and we should end up having, just let them sort of go off and do their own thing. In fact, the fact that it's now in a forbidden area, it's still hauling that forbidden, so it's not actually doing anything. I'll just go back to the mug and let them carry it around. They shouldn't be going in that direction though. So hopefully our Mace Lord will actually make it there in time. Alright, let's just keep it going and just sort of see what actually happens here. Bit of blood. Okay, see how there's a bit of blood that's now been spilt? So Esau's blood is now been spilt on the floor there. So yeah, the WereBison Seeker has come, a very large bison twisted into humanoid form. It's crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow grass green. Its brown hair is long and straight. Now you know why you fear the night. There we are. So we'll just go back in and start to look at it from the perspective of each of the, well actually you can just do it from the WereBison attack. So the WereBison kicks a dwarven child in the right hand with the left foot, and the injured part collapses, an artery opens up, and the force pulls the right wrist, tearing apart the muscle and tearing up. So essentially it was just a kick. It's only the bite that matters. So we'll just keep that one sort of. I don't know if I can just leave that there while I still step through. Let's just see. Can we still step through? No, it's not going to do it. I'll just go into. Oh God, I keep on doing the wrong thing there. I will bring this up, and I can't sort of change. We're just going to have to watch what actually happens here, and I just want to set the pause on through here this way. I quite like this because I can then read exactly what is happening. So I'm doing this from the WereBison's perspective, just in case other things can become involved. So if I now just unpause the game, grabs the dwarven child by the third toe, right foot, is unable to break the grip, so the child is now caught. And the WereBison bites the dwarven child in the right hand, tearing apart the muscle. So this has now been transformed. So many nerves have been severed. The WereBison charges at the dwarven child. WereBison collapses with the dwarven child. The dwarven child is knocked over and tumbles backwards. Now, is that a new one? Let's have a quick look. No, it's not. So it's actually still charging down through here. William is moving in the right direction. Good. That's good. Come on, guys, you have to get away from here. This is not going to last long. So unfortunately, we've got Esau. You can see the little down arrows underneath, which means that Esau is now fallen over, and so is on the ground. And Esau is in a bad way, bleeding now. And Esau will be killed. Actually, what do we know about Esau relations? Mother and father are unknowns in the fortress. They're both here, though, of course. I've got a cousin here in the fortress as well. The butcher is his cousin as well. More cousins. There's a fair few cousins. So pretty playing with his cousins in the in the location there. And then it's just made passing acquaintances with a few other different people. So anyway, that's it's not going to be a. I mean, it's a shame to have, of course, have the dwarven kids attack like this. But this is Dwarf Fortress. This is what happens. So we'll just keep on sort of watching the what actually happens in through this other side. Misses the dwarven child, grabs the dwarven child by the left upper arm, bites the dwarven child on the right foot, tearing apart the fat through the alpaca wool shoe, and bites the dwarven child on the left lower leg, bruising the fat. So it's just going to chomp away and eat this kid. Bites the dwarven child on the lower body, bruising the fat. So the WereBison takes the dwarven child down by the left upper arm, releases the grip. So we'll have a look at it. We'll just go a little bit further. I don't think the kid's going to survive for very long. Unfortunately, we need somebody to be able to stay in the fight for a length of time to essentially be able to let everyone else escape. So, but I think this kid's just not going to last long enough. So quite often the kids in the fortress can dodge and weave and do all sorts of things, but not in this case. WereBison grabs a dwarven child by the left ear with his right lower arm and punches the dwarven child in the lower body. The dwarven child, so Issa takes the Issa down by the left ear, so sort of basically pulling it to the ground. The dwarven child is unable to break the grip, and then it bites in the right lower arm, tearing apart the skin. So again, every time this is happening, this is an infection of WereBison. If Issa somehow survives this, which I don't know if it can. Let's have a quick look at the others. See, it's up. Oh, who the hell are you? 12 years old. That's another one. They're two 12-year-olds. This one's come through from the top. All right, rush inside, guys. Rush inside. So they're running away down through the corridor now. That one's going to try to just run all the way through there. It's going to run the gauntlet, but Issa is here. So we've got all this dwarven blood everywhere. Let's just have a quick look at. Actually, one thing I do want to do is I want to actually, if I don't want this thing escaping when it does come out of the out of this. So I'm going to go back to the back inner door. Actually, the back lid bridge. And what I need to do here is pull that lever and do it now. I need to lock this thing in so that we can actually deal with it once it is no longer a WereBison. So we are going to kill this thing one way or another. I should have probably started that one off a little bit beforehand. Let's just push. We know that the fight is just here, so let's just watch this thing just by pressing the full stop key. It's pushing it away. Oh, this is not good. It's on the ground. This is step by step. That other kid is trying to run away. Yep, get away, get away, get away. Okay, so it's now over the top of... No, Issa's here. Who's this little kid? 5 years old. Come on, lamb. Come on, lamb of rock braids. Get out of there. Who are your parents? So Nash and Mammoth. Mammoth is the bone doctor that we only just... These are the new kids that came. They've just arrived in this fortress, literally in the last grouping, and it's got a younger brother, so Istath. Where's Istath? Over here, as you would expect. This poor family, they're going to suffer here, but William is making his way out. So William is getting away. This is all good stuff. That one is now running back out, so Gomok is going to run up and then be caught between the were creature and if this thing does, somebody will come in and actually pull that lever. Hopefully it'll happen fairly soon. Where on earth are you going, Union ID? Forget about filling your water skin. Just go and attack. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. We were relying on that. And there's nothing I can do. Well, is there? Is there? If I do that, does that change it? No, I've still got the full water skin. I don't think I can change this. I thought they would drop it if you forbid it. What about we do both? No, I'm still going to just do it. All right, well, it's just going to go off and fill it up. Hopefully it won't take too long. Actually, we don't have much food in here. So he's going to go down the stairs to here. That's going to be too far away. Actually, yeah, down to here, I think. Actually, our drinks are drying up. We've got dead goblins down this way. This is why we're getting miasma. So there'll be some miasma just coming out of those. All right, let's go back up. So it looks like the military is not going to get there in time. So we now just have to hope that somebody fights this thing for long enough to not have to worry about it. Let's just keep on pressing the full stop key. That other one's now moving away. More blood splattering around all over the place. So you're coming back in again. This one's going to be killed off as well. Whose kids are you? Father's not here. Mother's here. Yeah, and just some passing acquaintances. So this one does not really many people know this one either. So Issa, how are you? Heavily bleeding, stunned. So it's all going to happen pretty quickly now, I think. If we have a look at the health and look at the description. So lots and lots of damage done through here. Not going to last very long. Which way will the WereBison go? It's on top with the kid. Come on, guys. Run away, run away. The other one's coming back in behind. This one may join the attack. This is Gomok, the dwarven child. If we have a look and see, it's only Isar at the moment with the WereBison fighting. If we can have a look and see what the damage is through here. There's been a lot of attacks. You can see it does take a while to actually do damage. So lots and lots of stuff happening here. Just going to be completely torn apart. We'll keep it going. That's Issa there. Gomok is there now as well. So Gomok, what are you doing? Misses. It's actually attacking the WereBison. Well, that may delay it, but unfortunately, we don't have any military dwarves that are going to get there in time. And I don't know if they avoid the traps. I don't know if they do or not. We may be able to capture this in the trap if it just comes back further. So we're going to lose these two kids. So Big Fat Taco is saying redeemed a custom reward. So do you want one of these two kids? You do get banned, of course, if you do die. So I'll just read a few more of the comments before we go any further. Where do we get up to? Yeah. So are we looking up the WereBison info? Has that thing happened with, or has things happened with that? Yeah, we've just looked that up literally before we started. So Very Wet Leaf is saying hi back. Drax is saying afternoon. Have you managed to trap me in magma yet? No. Who was that? Who was that we trapped? Zaradin, I think. So Adrian Soda saying the poor child just wanted to play in the warehouse. Yeah, absolutely. So Borluck saying someone tell him bison to eat grass. Not WereBisons. Could definitely just run in real life. Yes. Well, you're actually out of there. You're well and truly out of the problem. There's all these kids now between you and the danger. So William Chapman, you're out of there. Freeways are saying, does any level above legendary make a difference in combat? It all helps, I think, just in terms of what they can then go and do. Like so, but I don't know. It's the numbers. I don't know the specifics of it. I know that the better quality equipment that you have as well has a big role in how they go. Yeah, Saradin saying Zaradin the Miner. Now encased in obsidian there we go. I think we're on Zaradin the Third now, says Dragster. I think you might be right. So now let's give you a dwarf before we go any further. So, who should we give you? Who have we got? I'm trying to give people, like we got one of the miners who is actually coming down towards this this one in through here. There's Dragster, another miner. The miners often get involved in stuff, so I might give you one of the miners. I think I don't have anyone else in military. That all the military have been taken. There's a blacksmith listening to poetry, a weaponsmith reciting poetry. So they're obviously sort of with each other, I guess. But I think miner, having a miner would be the ideal one. So that way we've got all three miners named. So we'll give you this one here. So you're also now moving away from that zone. So you've got 4 children. Hope none of them are in this location. So big fat tacos, so big. There we are. Okay, so we've got so you're in through here around the corner. We'll just let everything sort of keep on coming up through this other side. So this kid, hopefully Gomok runs past, but I don't think he will. So we'll just continue on. Now this is interesting. The WereBison has now moved back, jumped away from the attack from Gomok. So Gomok has actually sort of caused the WereBison to leave. Now there's a little bit of this is Esau's mangled left hand. So Esau's now lost her hand. It's her, is it? Yes. So the two of them are now sort of fighting away with this particular one. If we have a look again at what's actually happened in through here, we'll then sort of see all of the stuff. So the WereBison, bison dwarven child on the right foot. Why did it jump? Why did it jump? Yeah, I'm not sure why it jumped. It has said I've improved my fighting. That was satisfying. What's happened with Gomok? Oh, kicks a dwarven child in the right foot, pulls the right knee. Okay, so ligament has been torn. So that essentially now Gomok is now on the ground. Let's just keep on watching. So they're both not going to escape anymore. So this one, Gomok can't move very fast. Hopefully everyone else does escape, and we'll then sort of see what does happen here. So we'll just keep on rolling forward. It's coming in. Where's Gomok? Both kids are here now. They're both huddled together in this barrel. What's the barrel? What's in it? It's just an empty barrel that they're hiding in. The WereBison scratching away at the surface. All right, in we go. Nope, the kids are now moving forward. More blood everywhere. They're still both together, are they? Yep. So now in this barrel, an applewood barrel, coated with creeping soot from outside. Now everyone else is still moving their way down this way. There's von Schweinhund, the armourer. So moving up as well. Nobody has gone in to lock this down just yet. Somebody will eventually. Let's just keep on pressing the full stops. Kids are trying to make their way out past the from the other one. They're crawling through the. They're now at a golden altar. So they're sort of both still crawling away. The Gomok is still considered healthy. But so maybe he's helping Esau to escape. So trying to pull it down towards these. If you get past here, there's a chance that the WereBison will get caught in this cage trap. So we can only hope. It would be fun to have somebody that manages to. Oops, I think Gomok's in trouble. No, they're both there again. They're both here now with this in this pot. This large microline pot that has been formed. So are they still? No, Gomok is still healthy. Terrified while in conflict, coming back out through here, and Esau is tired, pale, and bleeding. So yeah, got in a lot of trouble here. Okay, so get past the traps, kids. Get past the traps. Okay, one's on the trap. Second one's on the trap. Just lead it down a little bit further. A little bit further. Come on, next one. Good, good. Now, is this going to do it? It's on it. Didn't trigger though. It might be too powerful for the trap, I think. So that may be what it is. Okay, Private Joe saying this game is seriously gruesome in the fight descriptions. American will rate it over 21 at least. Yeah, I know what you mean. It is actually probably it's not really suitable for kids, is it? The what's happening? This one's still healthy, so we're not making it down. Where's our middle? Here they come. Here they come. So we've got battle mode, and all the others are now sort of streaming down towards the actual fight. So we've got the military has come from the top of the fortress, so they will meet it around here somewhere potentially. I don't know if these two kids will still get away. This one's still healthy, which is good going. I sort of was hoping we'd actually trigger the trap. So the pecan wood cage is still all set up, but it's just not actually happening. Let's just keep it going forward. More blood. Okay, it's not going to happen. These kids aren't going to make it. More blood everywhere. Let's just see what the damage is now that's actually been happening. So heavy bleeding now with Gomok. So Gomok's description. Broken fingers. Right lower arm is bruised. Liver is bruised. Upper body is bruised. So a lot of bruising. And the right foot is running with Gomok's dwarven blood. So her second toe, right foot, is gone. So he has lost the some toes, or one toe, the second toe. And we'll just quickly have a look back in here as well. So this one's only pale now, but not bleeding anymore. Let's look at the health description. So left hand is gone, but everything else is actually okay. I don't think I'll make it away from here. Anyway, the bison is sort of. Just look at the trail of blood. Wow, this is gruesome, isn't it? So this is not suitable for kids. If there's any kids that happen to be watching. So Six saying, I can't believe I'm still alive. Poor kid. So the WereBison's not triggering, and this is actually one of the things. Like there's different classes of units that do come in, and werecreatures are sort of like almost like the sneaky version, where like kobolds and stuff. I think they must have the same sort of degree of settings, and I think they can also break open doors. So werecreatures are a bit more dangerous than nearly anything else, really, other than sort of forgotten beasts and stuff. Let's just keep it going. Get these kids out of here if we can. Here comes battle mode. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Can he save the kids? And then what's then the problem that we then end up having? One thing we need to actually have a look at is, before we go any further, Gomok. How did Gomok get so kicked? Sorry, Mrs. kicks. Child falls over. Punches. Okay, strikes in the head. Strikes don't matter. Strikes the dwarven child. Strikes all the way through. Strikes this one in through there again as well. Bites and second toe, right foot, tearing apart the fat. Bison latches on firmly, shakes a dwarven child around by the second toe. It does sail off, but is that enough now for the for that to be the end of it? Like for that to also now be essentially a WereBison. Second toe right foot is ripped away and remains in the WereBison's grip. Strikes again, strikes, bends a neck, kicks the dwarven child. Ligament has been torn, strikes. So while it's only striking, it's only got the one bite. The one bite. The dwarven child has been stunned. So it's only got the one bite, and that was on the toe that got bitten off. If we have a look over here, one thing we don't actually have. This is our kids are going to be brought into this room. Actually, while we're here, let's just quickly go and put the doors in. And I'll just go into the planner. Now, these kids are going to turn into both of them are now potentially going to be WereBisons if they are saved. So we've got battle mode now coming into the fight. Who will? It's actually be better for the kids to die. To be honest, we're going to have to do something with them, and I don't know what I can do with. I can't put them in a squad and order them around. So they actually really are a problem to have in the fortress. So I think we're just going to have to lock them in somewhere, and because we don't want to just kill them off, but that's essentially they're now extremely dangerous for the fortress moving forward. Let's just keep it going. So battle mode is charging in. So battle mode's going to come back in now. Battle mode's now over the top of Esau. So we should now see the start of the attack from battle mode. Now battle mode, if you have a look at his skills. Combat skills, Legendary Observer, Master Fighter, they're level 12, Professional Discipline, Expert Swords Dwarf, only level 8. He's moving fast though. So we've got level 6 in through there, Dodging 6 is good, Skilled Mace Dwarf. So he's gone and ditched his mace for a sword, which is okay, he can wrestle. And these armor, if you look at the items that he's got like a lot of equipment on. Just make sure he's actually got everything he needs. So he needs to have gauntlets, greaves. Where's his high boots? He's only wearing shoes. This is his weakness. He does have a steel helm. So his weakness is his feet, his footwear. Let's have a quick look and see. So he's part of the embattled axe. If we go and have a look at these guys, if we look at the equipment, so battle mode, you can see there the dots next to his feet. So these all don't have good footwear. So we need to get more footwear so that they can actually put the this one on. So that's his one weak point is the feet. Some of the others don't have all the stuff that they require either. Anyway, we're just going to have to do what we have to do in through here. So we might look at this now. I'll just watch it a little bit longer, just by dot, and just see if we can get Esau away. Here comes Dwarf, the Mace Dwarf, and so we now should see battle mode now fighting. So we'll have a look at this one through here. So the WereBison strikes the Sword Dwarf, but the shot is blocked. So the Sword Dwarf slaps the WereBison in the left upper arm with the flat of his steel short sword, bruising the muscle. It's not going to be easy. If we can get it to jump backwards, it possibly will then end up in a cage trap. So that's actually probably how we can catch it. So hopefully battle mode actually charges at it. So that was sort of what we hope for. Just wait until we see Esau. No, he's moved back. So he's now over the top of Esau, Gomok, and battle mode are all together. We might... which way should we look at this? Yeah, charges at the Swords Dwarf. Swords Dwarf jumps away. All right, so jumping back onto where the kids actually are. And then we need to get these others up into the fight as well. So just do it until we see some more movement. Battle mode's now moved further back. We might look at the... Who have we got through here? Dwarf has got a... what items have you got? A steel mace. So Dwarf is coming up as well. He does have steel high boots. Skill-wise, Legendary Observer again. Skilled Mace Dwarf, only level 4. So battle mode is a better fighter. And unfortunately, so Gomok is now behind. And we've got the Were Creature there as well. So both kids are now with the Were Creature. What we might do is just go back, rather than watching it on here again, we'll just go back in and see what actually happens from the Were, because it's all going to be happening around this WereBison. So we've got the charging, it misses. Swords Dwarf says the Swords Dwarf is battle mode, and Dwarf is going to be the others. We've got another one coming through as well. We've got a Spear Dwarf in through here as well, Cause Lord. So Cause Lord is on the way up. Just go back in. Sorry, just go back to the Were Creature. And so we can then sort of watch and see what actually happens. So WereBison charges battle mode collides with him, and the battle mode is knocked over and tumbles backwards. So we're just in a narrow corridor. Strikes the dwarven child, so it's again attacking the kids. The mace dwarf this time, so Bjolf bashes the WereBison in the left lower leg, fracturing the bone. The force twists the left upper leg, tearing apart the skin. That's good. This is what we have to do. We have to smash it to pieces. So the WereBison falls over. The Swords Dwarf bites the WereBison in the upper body, tearing the fat. Swords Dwarf latches on firmly. WereBison strikes the Swords Dwarf, but the shot is blocked with the steel shield. The Mace Dwarf punches the WereBison in the upper body, bruising the muscle. WereBison breaks the grip of the Swords Dwarf upper front teeth and the WereBison's upper body. So it's now sort of shaken off battle mode. So Bjolf bashes the WereBison in the lower body, bruising the muscle, and battle mode slashes the WereBison in the right lower arm with the short sword and severed part, sails off in an arc. Now, next full moon, if this one does escape, that arm will grow back. So any injuries, as long as they don't die in the meantime, any injuries that they suffer, these were creatures, grow back again. So anyway, so the right lower arm has been lopped off. So well done, battle mode. We'll just keep on going through here. So it strikes the Swords Dwarf. The shot is blocked with the steel shield. So the Spearmaster, here we go. So this is Cause Lord now coming in. Stabs a WereBison in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle, tearing the guts. Scratches the WereBison in the head, tearing the muscle. This is Bjolf. Bends the neck. Okay, so then battle mode stabs a WereBison in the left upper leg and chips a bone. And it's the steel short sword has now been lodged firmly in the wound. Pulls on the embedded short sword and gains possession back of it again. Bashes the WereBison in the upper body. This is Bjolf. I like that we've got a mix of different things we can tell who's who. I wish it would tell you Swords Dwarf and then in brackets or whatever, the actual name. It would make such a big difference to be able to sort of see the specifics. Just to have their first name there. I wonder if that's doable. That would be good if it could. So anyway, we just keep on sort of charging on through this other side. Seeker says, I've been injured badly. I feel hopeless. Yes, you are. You are now that our guys are here. So the Mace Dwarf punches again. Swords Dwarf strikes in the left lower arm, chipping the bone. Okay, then we've got WereBison loses control of the glove. Now, I'm not sure what glove that is. If it's maybe its own. Let's have a quick look and see. So we're down in here now. So it's now pushed everything back down along the road. So we're here with Bjolf is sort of doing well. Let's just go back to Seeker. Actually, what's that? Oh, that's that's Gomok's second toe and Seeker's right lower arm are both in here at this stage. This one's now heavily bleeding, and so we are going to be able to kill this thing off. If we have a look at the health, actually, what did we want to look at here? Items. That glove, I don't know whose glove that was that it had, but it's not its own because it's not wearing any clothes. Health. So this is essentially its right lower arm is gone, and so so there's a lot of damage done to it now. So it will, this one will be still a big problem. But let's just go back to the were creature and look at the continue on the fight. So the WereBison attacks the Mace Dwarf, but he jumps away. That's Bjolf. So the Swords Dwarf scratches in the right lower leg, stabs the Swords Dwarf stabs against. This is battle mode. A tendon in the skull has been torn. Steel short sword is now lodged in the head, so twists in the neck. Spearmaster stabs. That's Cause Lord. The right lower leg ligament has been torn. Mace Dwarf bashes the WereBison. That's Bjolf, bruising the stuff there. It gains possession back of the short sword. WereBison attacks the Swords Dwarf, but he scrambles away. So battle mode slaps the WereBison in the lower body. WereBison misses. bashes in the upper leg. If the WereBison is sort of like, if we can do damage to the legs, it means that dwarves can get more hits on the head. So they'll be aiming for the head ultimately, but they need to try to bring it down so that it's on the ground. So this is actually what they're trying to do at the moment. So it's actually, a lot of these things make perfect sense. Depending on the height of the creature they're fighting, they can't actually hit the upper body parts or the heads. Some of these they have been able to get to. I think if the WereBison is on the ground, in fact, we can just do that we can have a look. You can see there the little down arrows, and the WereBison is on the ground. We can see when the WereBison comes up, there's like a down arrow that's pointing down below it, like the kids here. The kids are crawling. Anyone that's got the down arrows means that they're off, like they're essentially on the ground. And so the WereBison at the moment is on the ground. So let's just go back in again. Just watch it from the perspective of this one. It's heavily bleeding. Always got to make sure that you've got that on pause, otherwise the game just really rockets away very, very quickly. Okay, so then here we go. So they're now attacking the head now that it's on the ground. The Spearmaster, is that a different one? Spearmaster, is that still Cause Lord? We should have a look to see, because one of these is going to get the kill. Swords Dwarf slashes the WereBison in the right upper leg, severed part. So this is now, it's now chopped off one of the legs. If we have a quick look and see the, yeah, so we've got the right lower arm, right upper leg has now been chopped off from battle mode. And again, if we're fighting undead, these can come back to get you. And hi, battle mode, how you going? Say, hi, why am I in your game? I thought you had a volunteer for this shit. No, you don't. Not when you happen to look exactly like the dwarf that comes in. It happened about a week ago. We ended up, maybe even longer, we ended up with this dwarf, and everyone in the chat said, that's battle mode. So you got an honorary character in the fortress, and you've now become a swords dwarf in the fortress. So that's where you are. You don't have very good footwear. Now just make sure that you've still only got Cause Lord there, battle mode there, and Dwarf there. So you guys are attacking a WereBison who has made his way into the fortress. All right, let's go back to the WereBison attack and see how we go. Yeah, it's just it looked exactly like you, so it just had to be you. There could be no one else for that one. So Swords Dwarf slashes the WereBison in the right upper leg. So we've just done the leg attack. The Spearmaster pulls out the copper spear. So that was actually, again, the copper spear was lodged in the head. So it's actually, they were trying to destroy its brain. That's really what they're up to. And so much of the game is about getting to the head to either chop the head off or destroy the brain itself. Okay, so the Mace Dwarf, so Dwarf bashes the WereBison in the upper body. So battle mode stabs the WereBison in the upper arm, fracturing the bone. Artery has been opened up. The Swords Dwarf stabs the WereBison in the left leg, fracturing the bone there again as well. So battle mode's getting like multiple attacks in every turn, which is actually really cool. We saw how fast battle mode moved into the fight as well. Like he was the first one into the actual attack. Misses battle mode, so the WereBison misses. Swords Dwarf, so battle mode punches the WereBison in the right eye with the left arm, and the right eyelid collapses in a lump of gore. The Force bends the head. Okay, then Dwarf bashes the WereBison in the left hand, chipping the bone. Then we've got tendon in the skull has been torn. That's the here we go. So actually, the Swords Dwarf stabs the WereBison in the head with his steel short sword, and the injured part is cloven asunder. An artery has been opened in the attack. A tendon has been, but it's now been lodged firmly in the wound. Let's just see if that's the end of it. I'm not seeing it there. I think that battle mode just got the killing blow. Yeah, so you can see there, Seeker's mangled, mutilated corpse, and so the last thing that we ended up having there was. Oh, actually, Red Shirt is in here too. Who got the killing blow? Got Dwarf, battle mode. And then we've got Cause Lord there. There's Darkwill. Where is Red Shirt? We've got Rangutang's Library. Here comes Union ID coming back again. He should have really been the first one there. Here comes Sick. North Rex, Beacon, Syrian. So here comes the others, but they're too slow. Too slow. Okay, so now we've locked the fortress down above. So this one has actually gone through. Twin, the Dwarven Child, has actually pulled that lever. But this one's not going to escape. So I don't really need that lever pulled anymore. So we'll pull that lever back again. So just get that one done. All right, so yeah, so we have a look on the ground through here. So this is that's the right lower arm, and then this is Seeker's mangled, mutilated corpse. So it must have been battle mode that actually got the final kill. I can't see. I'm not sure where. Why it would say red shirt. So it's Dwarf. That's red shirt. Doesn't make sense. Is there two of them there? Got battle mode. Oh, there's red shirt. Red shirt got the killing blow. So yeah, red shirt's right here. So we've got red shirt came flying in and actually ended up killing off the creature. So if we have a quick look and see what his, so he literally came in after all the fighting had been done, and actually then got the killing blow, which is not good. So he's actually now, so the red shirt is now like, so yeah, he's sort of come in and stolen all the glory. He literally did nothing. Oh no, he did a few things. Did a few things here. Okay, no, I'll take that back. So he's gone for the head. Like, this is actually all the stuff that he actually did. So he did actually do a bit. He did actually cut off the lower body. He stabbed in the lower body. He was the one who chopped the leg off. There we go. I just thought it was battle mode, but it was actually red shirt doing all the actual hard work. And battle mode just sitting back and watching. At least battle mode was the first one there. It stabs a WereBison in the head, and so essentially just two attacks. One attack with the lower body, just to sort of give it a bit of a slap, and then a chop its leg off, and then stab it in the head. So yes, it slashes and cuts off the actual leg there, stabs the other leg to stop it from being able to sort of stand up at all, and then just a quick stab to the head, bang. Just the old 1, 2, 3 with the sword. So it's now the sword is the steel short sword has been lodged firmly in the wound. So there we go. That's the were creature over and done with. But the drama is only just beginning. So that's actually pretty cool. So some legit spoon saying commission a statue in honor of Redshirt the Werebeast Slayer. Can you actually make statues in exactly what you want? I agree. That would actually be good. He's a so Drexler saying kill stealer. No, well, he actually just came straight in and did it. Let's have a look at Red Shirt's skill sets. That's still battle mode there. Red Shirt was slightly back from the fights, so we just go back to combat. Legendary Observer, Grand Master Fighter, level 14, Great Discipline, Accomplished Sword Dwarf. Yeah, so he is the higher level Sword Dwarf. Proficient shield user. They need to get their shield and dodging up, but this is good. Right, so that's at least that portion done. So not that many got involved in that fight, and we did now kill off that creature. So that's one less were creature in the world. So over 8,000 saying yes, more or less. Specify new image, and then you can pick the XX strikes oppose. YY is being flayed. Oh, okay. So select new image. So you can do that with the actual. Well, let's go and do that. Maybe we'll honour all of them. So there's 4 dwarves there that actually saved the day. Actually, that's a good idea. We should actually do this because we don't really have our own little history showing much unless it's just randomly done. So I've never actually done this where I can actually go back in and commission a statue. So if I go back into Stoneworkers Workshop, if I go to the actual statue itself, see if, all I can do is make a rock statue. I'm guessing that's it there. Oh, here we go. I've never done this. There we go. Specify stone. What should we make it out of? It says gypsum. I don't think we've got gypsum. Jet black. We do have native gold and these sorts of things, but that would then just be carving it. I wonder if we can actually forge it out of gold. So if we come back across into here, other objects, gold statue. Okay, let's try a new one. So try furniture. There we go, make a gold statue. Alright, well I think when we get notable kills, let's make a gold statue of whatever it's going to actually then ultimately be. So, image information for the make gold statue. So we've got related to historical figure, specify a new image. Historical figure, that can be anyone, can't it really? Will red shirt show up? Now we've got a couple of red shirts because there would have been a red shirt from the previous area. It's a dwarf born in 238. This one here was born in 221. All right, we're going to have to, if is it red shirt silken roads or red shirt heart lengths? Let's have a look and see. Have to get the correct red shirt. So there's going to be one dead red shirt in the fortress and one live red shirt. So this is red shirt heart lengths. Okay, so we can actually make use of that one. So Ula's Prime is saying, Daz, have you ever played Aurora 4X? I have a little bit. I was going to do a tutorial on that one actually at one point. So and we've got another question. I'm assuming you're the same person in both instances. Daz, have you ever played Aurora 4X? Yeah, so I have actually played it, but I don't like just playing the solar system, and so I always play it as a like a binary system or something like that. So it sort of it then ends up just getting a bit too strange. So I probably should play it one time just in the solar system, but I haven't played it for a long period of time. So which red shirt was it? Red shirt heart links. Right, back down to the which one is it? F4, F3? Yeah, F3. So we'll go to furniture, gold, and statue. And so this will be a historical figure. Red shirt, heart links, there it is. This one's actually born before the other one that died. I mean, the other one that died only died like a year ago, or less than no, about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Anyway, whenever it actually happened. What else can I do there? Related, oh, hang on. Specify a new image. Here we go. So we have to do it this way. So the creature or historical figure will be red shirt again. Red shirt heart links. Image of red shirt, and we can then go to another historical figure, Seeker. God, what was his name? Seeker Rhyme Budded. There's going to be a lot of them. There we go. And Seeker Rhyme Budded the Elf. Action or relationship, so we can then just go back through. So Seeker, sorry, so red shirt is fighting with, yeah, so that one would work. Is striking down. There we go. So X is striking down Y. And then we can also then just have X is striking a triumphant pose. There we go. So this is going to be our commissioned gold statue. So the image of Red Shirt Heartlinks, the dwarf, and Seeker Rhyme-Butted, the elf. Red Shirt Heartlinks is striking down Seeker Rhyme-Butted. Red Shirt Heartlinks is striking a triumphant pose. Sounds good, doesn't it? So that'll do. So done. We've got a name as well, but I'll just do done. So we need that one commissioned quickly, please. So we'll get a gold statue. Not sure where we'll place that, but that's great. So that's awesome, actually, that we've got that one. Ulya's Prime is saying, I'd love to see your take on it when you have some time. Haven't they changed the code for Aurora 4X? I thought they had. But anyway, this is only the first little part of our problem. Going back to the actual fight. So we'll just come back up to where the fight actually took place. Now, these are all... They're going to now, their goal is still to kill Seeker, and that's going to now that's going to go to doing nothing again. And so everyone will then sort of move back away. What I need to do is I need to clear the civilian alert, and so that everyone can come back out. And I then need to go back and repaint in, just for the future, I'll just go back and repaint this as well. So we'll get rid of that, and just have this all come back up. So this is my safe zone. That'll do. All right, so not that we don't have the civilian alert activated, but if I just unpause now, they now just go to no special orders. They're just going to go off and do their own thing. So Cause Lord is now just going to go and store a pigtail sock in in there for whatever reason. Gomok. Now we've got two injured citizens, which are the two kids. I need to quickly do something in here. What we have to do, and I should have done this right at the very, very start of the fortress, is to get another stockpile in here. And so we're just going to add a stockpile in the middle here. And this one is going to be a bars and block stockpile. And we need to do this now fairly urgently. Not urgently, we've got a month to get all this established. So bars and blocks. In fact, I don't need to have it here, but it's handy if you have it here. And I'll talk about now why the actual hospital is laid out the way it is, because this is going to be interesting, I think. So we've got a lot of work now to do to to save the fortress. So we've got the furniture this way. So yeah, it's interesting to see. We've now learnt that these creatures don't trigger cage traps, so they get past cage traps, and they should be able to smash open doors. So they certainly used to be able to. So we'll just go to bars and blocks, go to custom, just go to none, we'll just go to blocks of stone or clay, and we've got, what else are we building? We're building, was it dolomite? Let's go back up the top and see. That is a dolomite block here. So we've got dolomite is one of the block types that we're sort of then going and creating. So let's just go and make that a block area, F4, F5, F6. So we need this one done, just so that we can actually then deal with were creatures. So that's actually what we then need to go and deal with. So everyone else will now just go back to to what they're doing. Certain people can now come and save the kids. So both kids are now, this one's, Esar is seriously injured, and as is Gomok. So both children survived, and it actually would be better if they hadn't. So we'll just let it go forward now, and what will happen is somebody will come and pick up the wounded. Now anyone can do that. If we go back to, I'll just step through this one in a bit of detail. If we go back to our nobles, so William Chapman did manage to run away from the actual fight, which is actually a good thing. So William Chapman has made his way back out. He is our chief medical dwarf back in through there, and so that's the first step you need to have to get your medical stuff established. So William Chapman is in there, and he is essentially he's going to be the So he's now made, like, at least he didn't get killed. It would have been bad if he had have died. So luckily he did run at the time, and that then means that we can then go back to our hospital, and we can then have a look and see everything we've got. So we've got 10 beds, 10 tables, and 10 traction benches in here. Chests in the common area are 3. So and then we've got the thread desired is 5. We've got 6. We've got 5 cloth, splints, crutches, and we'll see all these things in action in a minute. We've got powder for casts is like desired 5. We've got 11 there, which is good. Buckets back into here as well. 2 buckets and 6 soap. And we've been making soap go just outside the room. So that's all done. We've got a few different doctors. So we've got 4 doctors and a bone doctor. So Maymot is a specialist bone doctor. The other ones are sort of just going to be actual doctors themselves. So that's the actual hospital area that we've got established. You need to have a chief medical dwarf to be able to establish the doctors. The doctors do all of. I should point that out actually, just in case you're sort of unsure about how this works. Doctors do the 3 main things. The 3 main things are diagnostician, surgeon, like cutting things up, and bone doctor. And so these 3 things are all done in the 3 different stuff that we have, like the beds, tables, and traction benches. So diagnostician, the patient will be brought into the bed. The diagnostician will then come in and actually look at what's going on and diagnose what treatment needs to be done. If there's surgery involved, they'll be dragged onto the table and then operated on. If there's bones to be set, they'll be put onto the traction bench and have their bones reset. So this is the 3 different roles. You've got the surgeon, the diagnostician, and the bone doctor. But if you've just got someone termed as a doctor, they will do all 3 of those. So it's better off just having doctors and not having too many specialists. So in this case, we've got 1 bone doctor specialist, but that's it. That's sort of how that one works. Coming back down into the labour menu, you'll see there that there's orderlies, and so orderlies are essentially these are going to be coming back in. So everyone does this. An orderly comes and looks after patients. And so also somebody will come and try to help the patient get back into the hospital. So we've got orderlies, we've got haulers don't really operate in that sort of way. So that's actually all we need to look at there is orderlies, just make sure that everyone does that. So in that case, somebody will have the job of trying to pick these guys up. If they can still move, they will possibly try to get there on their own. If we have a look at the actual tasks that are actually being given, so we may have, we've got place items in tombs, place items in bins. There's people that now want to clean up all the blood, picking up equipment there, constructing buildings. There's a lot of stuff that we're trying to build still. Is there anything there with the kids? Make a rock door. One of the doctors is doing that. Milk animals, recover wounded. Here we go. So we've got 2 of them down the bottom here to recover wounded. So Esril, the animal caretaker, and Umrim, the peasant, are both off to go. Now I did see Umrim. So Umrim is right here. I don't know where the other one is. But he's going to come and pick up the kid. And so don't know if he's any relation there. Just going to go and just have a look at his relations. Began is his older half-brother. Got no kids. Anyway, he's going to go and pick him up. Let's just go and watch and see what actually happens here. So the others are walking past. So he's now got... Here they both come, actually. So we've got... I don't know, that's a dwarven child there. So we've got Gomok has been picked up by Umrim. And we should see... Oops, hang on. Where are we? We should see... Has the other one been picked up already as well? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Esrel has picked up the other kid. So both the kids have now been picked up by these different people. So if we just follow Esrel through, Esrel will then take them straight through the hospital and place them on the bed. So that's been placed on the bed. Now we have a doctor in here already. So if we have a look and see what's actually happened, and we've got the other one, Gomok, with the other peasant is going to be placed on this bed. You can see that Gomok is now already like asleep, and as is this one here, unconscious. So these have already now asleep because they're now in the hospital. So they're just going to stay where they are. And what else do we have? Yep, that's okay. We'll just get rid of all of that information. Here's the chief medical dwarf now to oversee things. So both kids survived this, which is really, really unusual. And if we have a quick look and see what's actually going on, at what's actually happening. So we actually have this one here is got no job, but he will actually come and do something. William Chapman is going off to diagnose a patient. So William's going to come in and start the diagnosis. And if we have a look at, I'll just show you step by step what happens in here as well. And so we have the status. This is like what we can observe from the outside. So we've got ability to stand has been lost, ability to grasp has been lost. There's motor nerve damage and sensory nerve damage. Have all been sort of, this is all the damage that's actually happened. This one is looking pale. So we've got sort of like superficial stuff. Wounds we don't know about really. We haven't evaluated them. Treatment we don't have anything. History, brought to rest in a bed, happened essentially right now, 19th of Malachite. See how it's now just gone off the full moon? So we now are outside of that danger period with the were creatures. And then the description, we do get to see the description again from what we can see. So William Chapman will then walk in and do the diagnosis. And what we'll see with this one is, if we just go back to wounds, pause. Now that should have shown up. I'll just go back out again. There we go. So we now actually have a diagnosis in here that's been done by William Chapman. So there's a whole lot of stuff. The bone needs setting. It's been smashed apart. It's torn open, cut open in through here. There's a whole lot of different stuff in through here. There's sensory nerve damage, cuts, all sorts of different things. So this is actually all of the damage that's been done to Esau. And so we've got like a big long list, and the treatment is the lower body needs cleaning, needs sutures, needs dressing. The right lower arm needs cleaning, sutures and dressing. The right hand needs cleaning, sutures and setting. So it needs to be a bone set. Needs dressing, needs immobilization. So that has to be put on a traction bench for that bit of it. Cleaning, sutures, dressing, cleaning, sutures, dressing, cleaning, sutures, dressing. So somebody will now go back out and what are you? This has got no job. Somebody will come in to clean the patient. Just have a quick look at the actual information. Not that one, this one here. And there should be a clean patient. So the kids are in rest, they're now resting. That's their job. Yeah, clean patient. So Esrel and another Gomok, different Gomok, are both coming in to clean the patient. Some of the others are just going to clean themselves off because they've been stepping around in the blood. So they'll clean off their own. They'll come into here. Let's just watch. So somebody will come into both these. I'm assuming at this one also we have under health and treatment. Yeah, this one doesn't have much. So this one just needs sutures and dressing on the left hip, right knee, sutures and dressing, and then just needs a bit of cleaning on that third finger, right hand, back down this other side. So we'll just watch as somebody comes in and does the cleaning. So everyone's now using the buckets, comes in, and that one's now probably been cleaned, I would guess. Just going back to clean the patient again. Everyone's trying to get access to the buckets. If we have a quick look and see, we should see blood around here when they do finish the cleaning. There we go. See how they went and got the soap, and now they've cleaned off the patient. So it's now got this has now got sort of different blood and stuff. Now there's a giant bat blood. I don't know where that was picked up from, but somehow in the cleaning process there was giant bat blood that was also on the patient. So if we have a look at items, sometimes you sort of see splattering of blood in through here and tears. All right, let's continue on. So this is actually now cleaning the patient in here. You can see all the blood that's been cleaned up. So that one now should be cleaned. If we have a look at the treatment, sutures, no other cleaning. So all the cleaning has now been done. And so the next thing will be a doctor will then come in and start the process of cleaning them up. Now this one has been put on the surgery table. So GOMOC has been is now ready for surgery. If we look at the treatment, this one's a bit easier. So this one just needs sutures, and that's it pretty much, and then dressing. So if we look at this one through here, this one is a bit more involved. It'll be at some point put on the traction bench, but it's easier to just have the bed in between the two different areas that it has to go to. Now this is our the art of stuttering. Is cleaning again, just cleaning up the room. Cleaning up all the blood that's now been cleaned up. Here we go. So we've now got Odes the Peasant storing an item. I'm not sure of the bucket that was left there before. So this one is still, if we look at the health, the treatment, again, all of the cleaning has been done. So it's now just literally just all of this whole big long list of treatment. Got to keep an eye on the full moon. So this is now a GOMOC is still waiting here, but we do actually have the captain of the guard is actually going into suture. Now I don't know why Adrian would be doing that. It's not really what the job is. Anyway, so that's going to be sutured up. We look at health and treatment. So we'll just see what actually still is required. Got the wounds back in through here still. Another one going up into here. Yep, so this is, again, Adrian's going up there to suture this one. And if we have a quick look in through this other side, we've now got, this one's also coming in to sew things up as well. So it looks like everyone can suture. Yeah, so just putting stitches in is not really a big deal. Just watch as this one sort of gets further and further into the treatment. There's a doctor. So where'd the doctor go? Yep, so Feb the doctor is got no job at this stage. So all we need left now is just dressing on the right knee, and then the third finger right hand is going to be all that's required. And in here, still seriously injured. Dressings, needs mobilisation on that right hand, and so we'll just let things sort of keep on developing. Who are you? The fish dissector. What are you doing hanging around in the hospital? Now someone should be cleaning all this up. There we go. Dressing the wound now. And we've got another one down here as well. So if we have a quick look at the health and the treatment, just the right knee now needs dressing. I love how detailed this game is. It's just phenomenal. All right, so health, treatment, diagnosis required again, and crutch required. So the kid is now sort of healed, and we're now getting through towards the end of the month type stuff. Still going to have to rest. What I don't want is for GOMOC to wander out of this room because this is now a were creature. Essentially, we think. So we won't know until the next full moon, and same in here. I'd be very surprised if they weren't both were creatures. So what we'll do is we will start to, and it's going to be hard to deal with these because we're going to have to get them out of the hospital at some point and then sort of deal with them a different way. What else we got? We've got stuff below them, which we can actually make use of, and above them actually, sort of. I'll go below. I'll make this into their little play area for when they're were creatures. So we'll end up essentially with a way through. Yeah, we'll have to figure this one out. So we'll have to have a bit of a plan of how we sort of then go and deal with the were creatures. So with this one here, how much have we still got treatment to do? Yeah, this one still needs a bit of treatment, but this one here is still needs to be put on the bed. Yeah, I'll wait for the next diagnosis down this way. There we go. So we should be. It's got no job. That was the doctor. Let's have a quick look and see what's happening here with Gomok. If we look at the health, treatment, crutch required, that's it. So, but it is now resting. So I'm just going to let, whoops, I keep on pressing the wrong keys here. So I'm going to let the doctor leave. So this one is now alone in the room with sutures and stuff like this. It's unconscious and seriously injured. Now it hasn't been put back on the bed yet, so it's just been placed there. We're now going to lock this door. The door is now going to be forbidden until the next full moon. And similarly here, we'll just wait. We'll let all of the health be sort of done. So this one still needs a lot of work. We've got one group of citizens stranded, which is this one here. It's got all the animals coming through. Let's just make sure we haven't lost anything else. Wishes to reside. Nope, deny that one. Yep, so different things are being built. Well, let's go and place this gold statue. That should have been built by now, I guess. Dingo is reverted. That's okay. Red shirt. Become a sword master. Wow. Yeah, that's a great idea to actually have the statues. Now, where should we place them? Where should we pop them? This room is becoming quite full. Don't want to have there's elf poets and stuff in through here as well. We could have them in this area, I guess. That sort of really is the main area of the fortress. I don't think I want it anywhere else. Let's start placing them in along this area. So we'll just go back into placement, furniture, statues. We have 6 available. We'll hide the planner. 2 gold statues. So we'll go and grab this one. There we are. There we go. So attacking. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize it though. I thought they just always had the same thing, but that's actually is attacking, like striking down the creature. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. We've got a bit of time because this one just needs a mobilization. And what have we got there? We've got a cast, I think. Yeah, we've got cloth that's still in there. Health, treatment. Yeah, still needs mobilization. And coming back in, just grabbing all the stuff it requires. There should be plaster. Yeah, there's now plaster in there as well. So somebody will come in and just dress that wound up. So this is Feb, the doctor. It's applying the cast to the hand. Now the patient is now sleeping. Treatment, no treatment schedule. So we're going to lock all the stuff in here. So we'll lock this as well. Now, I think that these were creatures can break open doors. So we now need to put some, they now need to seal the door in. So we're just going to go and do that now. So we'll just go into the constructions. I won't do reinforced wall, I'll just do a normal wall. And this is going to be, just going to make these out of bars, essentially, so that they're sort of in around here. Now we made it so they're going to be dolomite bars. Dolomite blocks, there we go. We need another one down there. wall. I will just keep on doing this for the future, and dolomite block. We'll just go and position that one there as well. So that's going to now, they're going to be sealed in so that they basically can't do anything for the next next phase. Got all these animals that are wandering around, and we don't want that. There we go. The gold statue showing the actual killing of the were-creature. I love this. We've got to do this for anything big that happens in the fortress. So this is pretty cool. Let's just go back up. This is now all been cleaned right up, so everything is nice and neat. Yep, making more soap, making more blocks. Actually, if we've made more blocks, let's go back up to F1 and just go back to the top of the fortress and fix up. What the hell is that? Oh, that's open space. That's okay. So we can walk all the way around into these different zones. What I do want to do is just get the, I think I've got now more blocks in through here as well, so we'll just go back into floors. Bring it there. Let's just see if we do have microline. Yeah, we've got 34 of them. We'll just do it all there. That's 16. I can do the same deal over here. 18. Just leaves me with 2. Okay, so we'll slowly sort of fix up this this top area, and that will be sort of like a fully sealed top once we get this all established. So Darkfold Games saying, won't they starve, or is that the idea? No, they don't starve. They do starve. They actually get hungry. But we're going to. You'll see what happens. Actually, I'll show you as things develop in here. So it's now halfway through. It's now half a month since the actual attack has occurred. There, everyone's going to be trying to build these blocks. The reason I have these 2 gates into here is so I can do exactly this. Oh, we've got more migrants that have arrived. Okay, I'll just pause for a second. I'm just going to quickly go down. I forgot to do the to set up this area. I need more animals down in here, so I'll just go back to this other side. We'll just go into pen and pasture. So DF hacker sign. In this case, I want only egg layers into this other side, and I can pretty much, if I've got anything, I don't want emus in here. So if I just go into the minimum status, I can then sort of go through and just start to, in loose in cage, I don't want emus. Just keep on clicking this until the loose cages disappear. There we go. So there's just all the roaming. So essentially, I've just got it literally for roaming. So anything that's roaming around that's a egg layer needs to be assigned. So that'll all be assigned in there. So there's a whole lot. There's pets. There's all sorts of stuff. All right, that'll do. The next thing we need is the. What else was there? We've got the migrants now coming. Let's have a look and see. I'm surprised how many we've got. Who have we got this time? A mason, a miller. I don't want too many. There's a stray foal. What's that one? That was a rabbit. A planter. A furnace operator. Hunter. Peasant. Engineer. Cool. Got some useful people this time. Fish cleaners. Brewer. Here comes more animals. Another stray kitten, as well as a stray water buffalo. The cat may not last very long. We've sort of been auto-butchering them at the moment. Another one. This is just a bone carver. And that looks to be it. So after 96, God, when the siege hits, it's going to hurt like hell. This thing is still actually down. This one should have been opened up. Just go back down to the bottom here again. Pull the lever, do it now. This is the back inner door That's the one there that we can sort of close off. But I need the top open. I want that to be accessible. And then we've got our main fortress back up in here. So they're slowly sort of going to be putting these blocks together down this way. Yep, so we're slaughtering those. Migrants have now come. That's all good. Okay, so we've got all of those. Yep, we'll let that continue. Now what we'll do is we'll just go back down to the hospital again. Blocks are in position, great. So it's now halfway through. It's the 2nd of Galena. The next full moon will be sort of around about the 15th of Galena, somewhere in around there. So we'll just let the game run forward until we actually get that one. We'll get a message if anything goes wrong here. If these don't transform, great. We don't have to worry about it. But if they do, we do have to worry about it. They're all talking through the wall. Are you okay? Are you all right? Wants to attend a meeting. Let me out. I want to get out of here. You will get hungry. But you want to playing make believe. That's the healthy approach. Not to want to be talking with people. You're gonna have to get used to this, I think. Chalk crowns. Ishibashi became a sword master. Yep, that's all good. Actually, we have all of these different things that we're supposed to be doing in these areas as well. We've got all these different petitions which we haven't done much. We've got 2 temples that we need to go and create. We might start to do this one. We've got these temples already established there, but why don't we do it further up? Why don't we do this as a temple? Like we'll set up an actual proper temple in here, and we'll set up another temple. Like we'll end up with a big temple complex. I'll just do 2 between each one of them. And go this way as well. Make it a bit bigger. And then we do actually have our the other thing we need to do, the farmers market type stuff. So let's go and make a guild hall down below where we've got our farms established. Where are the farms? Further up. Oh, the Forgotten Beast. I keep on forgetting about this. So we've got this Goblin Thief in here now. That's now been established. Oh, we're just waiting. We're waiting for this thing to be attacked. We'll just let it sit there. I don't think we've seen it for a little while now. There's the Etten, which we captured there. Yeah, a lot of elves are here to listen to stories. What we need to do here is actually quickly go down and build a bridge. This is where I will be ultimately wanting to put in the workshop or the guild hall. So I think we'll actually go and build that down into here somewhere. Let's go and dig that one through. And then build the guild hall in here. So I'll dig that one as well. And back outside, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open this up, and we're going to build a bridge in here. So hopefully that Forgotten Beast is not still around. Otherwise we're going to have some troubles here. So we'll just go into constructions, bridges. This one's going to open up this way. Access to 2 building materials. I'll bring this bridge down to start with. So let's go and bring that one down first of all. So F2. That's the main drawbridge. Then we've got the beast door and then the cavern 1 door. So I'm going to open up cavern 1. So pull the lever. Do it now. Alright, so Tuna's now done that one. We're getting close to the full moon again now. So that's going to be of interest. Down this way. Yep, they haven't started down there at all. That will then drop. Okay, now we have access out here. So we can start to position. I think that our military would be able to take on pretty much any Forgotten Beast as well at this stage. So I'm not super concerned if we end up in trouble. But I do want to just go to constructions, get the bridges, go this way, and now build that. And we'll make these out of we've got dolomite blocks, we've got bauxite blocks. So we'll just go and position that one there. We need this one done urgently. So try to get that one done. We might watch this as things actually happen, and we'll just keep an eye on the full moon. I've got one hostile. Who is that? Oh, it is back. Okay, alright, it is back. Let's just watch it. It's swimming. It's not doing too much. It's not really aware of us. So it's actually, so the trouble we have is that we're trying to establish the areas way over here. So who's going to be the lucky one to do this? And what are you doing? Private Joe. Go off to collect webs. This is not a healthy thing to do. Just keep an eye on Private Joe, I think. Adrian Sotier, Captain of the Guard, is actually doing that one as well. Now it's moving away from the Forgotten Beast. God, there's a lot going on, isn't there? The Forgotten Beast is under here. So it's in the water. Again, if it gets through there and then breaks this, and I don't know if it can, but it used to be able to break these. Actually, what the hell have I got there? Oh, that's ridiculously bad. Shit. This is actually a... anything can swim into here, crawl up there, and come up into the fortress. I didn't even realize that. Wow, okay, well that's actually a big, big problem. Just get walls. And we'll make these out of, well, what's close? Got bauxite, which is close, but it just takes me a little bit to bring them down. Look, I think it doesn't really matter what I do here. I'll just make it out of logs. And what we need to do is we need to suspend the construction of that one just to make sure that this one gets constructed first. Whoa, that was dangerous. That was a not a good thing to see at all. I'm glad we saw it, because that would have been pretty bad. Sharon saying the bug I read about said that even just the door itself would prevent them pathing, regardless of locked or not. But now I also saw another bug mentioning swimming Forgotten Beasts just wander aimlessly. It looks like it is. It's not targeting Private Joe. So, which I thought it would have. He's over here just collecting these webs. wandering around. Well, we'll just wait until we see if there's anything that actually happens here. Brew drink. So we need, this is Adrian Sotier coming in to build the bridge. What we might do is just watch the Forgotten Beast and just see where it goes. It seems to be targeting now, doesn't it? It moves very quickly. Okay, a woodworker is taken by a Fey mood. This thing is just swimming around. If it comes back up, I'm assuming that I've got 3 groups of citizens are now stranded. What on earth are you doing over there? Oh boy, he's wandered around right near the Forgotten Beast. He's a dungeon master. Shouldn't be. Should still be able to get inside. Being stranded shouldn't really be a thing with this. Let's have a bit of a look. You should still be able to get back up here again. That's all still open. This has got the bauxite blocks there. Right, I'm going to call in everyone inside. It's now getting a bit dangerous. So I'm just going to go and make this into a zone that's accessible. And we will actually activate the civilian alert. Just keep everyone inside. Not sure why Prophet Joe is... Okay, we've now got this thing built. We now need to go and attach it. Actually, I should have built this one before, F2. So we've got the cavern one, we've got the beast door, and then we want to put another layer, another one just in here as well. So machines, should have done this before. Granite mechanism, make it a top priority. God, I don't know why. So these are actually now, we're getting very, very close now to the other group. Actually, no, we've only got the 2 groups of citizens are stranded. So let's find Private Joe. Oh, too late, too late. That's why we've only got 2. I didn't see this one. Okay, so Forgotten Beast is fighting. Let's go and have a quick look and see what's actually going on here. So it's come out of its area. And we'll have a bit of a look to see what's going on there. Is Prophet Joe in today? Doesn't look like it, so I can't ban him. I think he's dead already, but we'll have a quick look at that in just a minute. So he did come out of the water. I'm not sure why Private Joe went around that side. That was not a clever move. I'm going to change again the what we can do. Now here comes Adrian. I can't lock it because it's actually currently open. In that case, I'm just going to quickly go back in and rejig this. Yep, that's okay. Let's lock this door down. And we'll see what's going to happen with Forgotten Beast. So, Forgotten Beast is fighting. This is the first fight. So, Forgotten Beast attacks the Dungeon Master, but he jumps away. Forgotten Beast kicks the Dungeon Master in the right upper leg, so we can sort of go to where this is all happening. bruising the fat. So you can get a sense of how dangerous this Forgotten Beast actually is. Kicks the Dungeon Master left hand, bruising the skin. So it's only bruising. Now the Dungeon Master doesn't have much. Forgotten Beast attacks the Dungeon Master, but he jumps away, jumps away, jumps away. So that's actually all good stuff. Bites the Dungeon Master in the right lower leg, tearing apart the skin through the dress. Forgotten Beast extract is injected into the Dungeon Master's dwarven blood. Forgotten Beast bites the Dwarven Master in the right hand, tearing apart the fat. The Beast extract is injected into the dwarven blood there again as well. Forgotten Beast attacks the Dungeon Master, but he jumps away, kicks the Dungeon Master in the head with his right foot, and the injured part collapses. And so really that's it. It was just a very, very quick little fight. Saying I was attacked, I'm not exhilarated. Yes, it's all over and done with. So Private Joe will be under here, I'm guessing. There he is. So Private Joe is no more. And we will be able to go back out there at some point, but I think we could take this thing on. I feel confident. It's a strong one at this Forgotten Beast. But Private Joe, unfortunately, first... Oh, Private Joe is in. Okay, you're just hiding. No, you are dead. Sorry, Private Joe, but you are now banned for half an hour. So we'll say farewell to Private Joe. Done. So he's now been banned. When you lose your named dwarf, that's the end of you. You're out. So there we go. And big salutes now going out to Private Joe for being killed by the Forgotten Beast. So yep, that one's done and dusted. Milking the animal. Bard is sharing different stories. Okay, so we've got this one's now going to a carpenter's workshop to claim it. Is it working? It's aspect of one Fey. Must have cut gems, must have logs. Okay, so it's just going through. We've got cut gems. So we've got like a lot of gems. So I don't know if I've set up one. Let's just see if it actually does have... oh, I can't find the needed item. All right. So at least we'll be able to find out what it actually does require. If we just go and do it. So it needs cut gems, logs, cut gems. Now it's already got logs and it's got trillion cut moonstones. So there's more stuff it requires. So let's just go into here, add new task, cut gems. And just give this a bit of a priority treatment. We'll come back and watch that in just a minute. In the meantime, we've got a full moon on the way, 12th of Galena, so it's almost a month since the other things happened. This one's still talking through the walls, but nobody's interested anymore, and this one's still playing. Good on you, good on you. Now these are both 12-year-olds. 12 years old there and 12 years old there. Let's go and have a look. Actually, they are. This one's now thirsty and faint. This one is thirsty. So getting hungry and thirsty. So we'll just go and unpause. We'll watch the kids. Actually, we've now cleaned out this stuff, so let's just quickly go and smooth all this out. th of Galena. As soon as we get the full moon, we should see some action. th. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we've now got two werebeasts. I don't think there's anyone else in the fortress. So Esau has tried. Yeah, so they're the only two to transform. So nobody else was injured by the were creature. But this is actually now the danger. So these two kids Oh, one thing I meant to show you actually was ESAR. If we look at the health and description, yeah, we it did. Remember how one of them lost their arm, or lost a hand? I meant to show that before this actually happened. But if we yeah, we're not going to see it now. But if we just let this run its course, so they've now transformed into WereBisons. It's okay. We'll just leave those where they are. That's all okay. So yeah, we definitely need. Actually, it's now those gems is all it required. So it's now sorted that out. Go back to F5. This one's still trying to be built. That Forgotten Beast is still wandering around. Okay, so has many worshippers in Razor Wealth, now requires a temple and a priest. We'll approve all of this stuff because there's a lot we need to be building. Let's go back up again to the to these hospital. And they're not destroying all the furniture, which I thought they would. Maybe they've changed it. It used to be that they would wreck anything that they had access to. Here we go. They've now transformed back. And if we now have a look at the... so this one here is now coming back in. The clothing should be... if we look at the items, there's no... it's not wearing anything anymore because it's it sort of shed the clothing when it transformed. If we look at the health and look at the description... See how we don't have any problems at all anymore. So anything that was a problem is now completely gone. Health, description, really nothing at all there. So these guys will just continue. Now, it's wanting to go and pick up equipment. I don't like it. So this one actually has put its clothing back on. Yeah, so it's put its this one's got its clothes on. This one's got its clothes on the floor over there. Now, we're going to need to deal with these guys, and I can't let them out into the fortress because I can't control them. I can't put them into military groups to tell them where to go and or to do, you know, with anything to do. So I need to now keep them completely isolated from the rest of the fortress. So let's go and build them a play zone, a play area, or an area that they can then sort of operate in, and we'll just allow them to essentially do their own thing for a little while. And then we'll figure out what we can then do with them afterwards. So we have an area above, sort of, but mainly below. I've actually got this little zone. Actually, let's go back down and just see if... Has that been now built? Yep, we can now resume construction there. Make that a top priority as well. Let's make doubly sure that the Forgotten Beast isn't close. Not sure where it is now. Private Joe's back out there. I'm not going to let anyone out to pick up Private Joe's stuff. Let's have a quick look and see if we can find the Forgotten Beast. There it is. Yeah, it's wandering around. It's down close to our fortress, actually. It's sort of... Is it moving up? No, it's just still wandering around. It's not actually going in to attack anything. But it is close to where we actually had established things. All right, we'll let that one go. Where's the troglodyte? Oops, hang on. God, I keep on pressing the wrong thing. There it is, on the layer below. So that's not really a problem for anything. Now we were going to, why did that actually stop? Resume construction there. Make that a top priority as well. We need to stop anything from coming into this zone. This is going to be where we're going to be testing some stuff. So we definitely need to lock that off. Not sure what would have happened there, but something's happened. Just leave all that where that is, and we'll just keep on coming back up. So the next thing we need to do is to just check on the, well, there's a Forgotten Beast. Directly below our areas. This thing still hasn't been built yet. Just come up to hospital again. So we'll just go back down below and we'll start to, I'm just trying to think of where we should actually, I think we'll build down into, maybe even down into here somewhere. Let's go and build an area through this side. Maybe even over here. Let's just go and dig this. So we'll dig down into this zone in here, and then we'll actually go and to dig out around it. I sort of almost wouldn't mind having like a management zone for when we do actually have these. So let's just make this a little bit bigger. So make it 3 wide, and if we just come back up, so we're sort of now hitting that area through there. We're going to be needing to ultimately end up with areas where we can sort of bring anything in across through this other side. So we'll just go across this way, that way, and same up through here. Oops, hang on, not that one. So that's going to be where we can then go and build different things up. I'm just going to go and unlock. Well, actually, what I do need to do is to end up with staircases to go from there to there. So I'll just bring them up. I'll also get them built now, just in case. It's because we're not going to have a chance once we sort of do this. That one. Because we want to get access back into what we've actually got down through here as well. So I'll just go back down. And from there, we want to then have them come into like an area that we'll set up for them. So we'll end up with sort of like an underground area just that they can then operate in. So we'll end up with the coming possibly back this way, I think. So I'll move that one across. Now, actually, sorry, no, that's going to not be quite what we want. We need them to get access into here, which is fine. We also need to have access in, so we do it this way. Actually, might do it even further up. That way we'll just have a little bit more of an area down through here for us to store things in if we have to. Yeah, let's do it this way. And then we'll end up with the... let's just get rid of all of this for now, because I'm sort of thinking a little bit now about where we need to establish stuff to give them things if they do need it. We can do the same sort of thing with vampires as well if we have to, but vampires usually are adults, and you can actually put them into a military group and tell them where to go and position themselves, so they're not anywhere near as bad. I've done it again. So I want to have 2 here just so I can get like a door and a block. And then we'll set up the, and again, just sort of double areas all the way around, really. And I want a fairly big area for them to operate in, and then another area down in here, and then an area in here for dropping stuff. So down in here, we're going to then end up with another room with a channel down. With a corridor that runs back down this way as well. So that's essentially going to be the layout, I think. I might just ditch a little bit of this as well. No, I'm not going to have the ability to move back into that one. So what we don't want to be doing is operating these 2 just yet until we're ready. So I'm just going to go and get everything ready and then establish it. So we will just go back into the markers. So if I go back into that's not it. So I'll just go and... Actually, I can clear this video in alert now because I've done everything I need to do there. And I can then just go and put those back again. That's not it. Back in through here, it's these markers. So I want to change just into from those to being markers. So I'm just going to go and not finish off those just yet. So we'll do them at the very, very end, once we've got all this established. So we've got a bit of work to do here before. So, and I can just leave them in those rooms for forever, really. But I want to get access back to those again as well. So anything that ultimately ends up being a problem will end up coming down into this little pit. Into the playroom. We'll call it the playroom. So we've got that one established. These are now all established as well. So we can now start to create these geez, where is it? I'm not seeing it there anymore. We had the, oh no, there it is. It's still back up there. The 4 petitions now outstanding. So we need 3 temples, and so we'll start to set these up now that they've all been smoothed out. So we'll build another gold. We need 4, so I need more gold, more gold altars. We could, yeah, because we're going to need to get the value up. Like if we look at this particular temple in through here, for example, there's a shrine, and so a shrine is only one candle, and a temple needs to be 3, I think. So we need to actually really increase the value of these different areas. So this is a shrine of principle. But if we go and just establish we'll put a gold altar back in through this other side. So if we just go back across, back into our furnitures, constructions, sorry, not construction, it is just furniture. Furniture, altars, offering places, and we're going to select the material afterwards. So if I just go back into here, I do have 2 gold altars. I'll place one there, I'll place one here. I'm going to need another one as well. I'm going to need another 2. Dingo's reverted. Yep, that's okay. So they've now gone back out. That's all fine. And I'm going to actually get going fairly soon, but we'll just quickly go and get the gold altars established. That was a fun little session today. That was we dealt with some things, some fun things. F6, F5, F3, F3 is the areas that I want. So we just need to forge the gold altars in here. Now these I think are other objects. Gold altars. There we are. A new task. Other object. I wish it would just show up with the whatever the last one is that you had done. A new task. Other object. Gold. Just get a couple more. Or we'll just get 3 of them. So that's good. That's actually been established. I think I'll just leave it there, guys. But yeah, look, thanks for watching. So Skittick saying, you know, Daz, you're like a professor of gaming, so pedantic and thorough. Some hate it, but obviously your regulars love it. Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of one of those things, I guess. It's I think I've got OCD or something. I'm not sure. But I do like to. I do like the interplay with the game. I can sort of imagine building. I can imagine the anguish of the dwarves as they know that they've got these kids inside that they just cannot let out. So the kids have to stay in these locked areas because they're so dangerous. But then sort of you can imagine the drama of then the dwarves trying to think, oh, well, how do we at least make it acceptable for them, which is sort of what we're going to end up with in through here. So it's interesting. I find the game fascinating actually, the way it does actually work. It's very, very, very cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys. Well, tomorrow I'll be back again. I'm not sure what I'll play. I may even play something else today. I always think that. It's sort of funny. The cricket's really sort of been exciting over the last few days, and with the Ashes tour here in Australia. I didn't actually watch the last of the last session yesterday, but it was it's sort of Australia now really pretty much can't lose. But it was a really, really fascinating game. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.